Okay, yes, this is the real thing. Wizardry, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. Just got released like yesterday, I think. I just downloaded it about an hour ago. I played it once and got my party wiped out. But it is based on the original Wizardry from the Apple II in 1981, or 1980, I think it originally came out. I didn't discover the game until 1981 or so. But when I saw this, I had to download it. It's on Steam. It's $29.99. But let me show you this real quick, because I'm going to be playing this game. There's a bit of a flap going on right now with the Unity development platform, and I wanted to stop and play this for a couple of days while I figure that out. Let me show you this game. It is the Adventurers Inn, the Training Grounds, Gilgamesh's Tavern, the dungeon itself, the Temple of Kent, and Boltax Trading Post. A lot of the menus are completely changed. I just real quickly wanted to show you. You start the game off with a complete party already formed, 6 characters already level 2. Some of their face images are still in development. That's what the little hammer and skith are for, to show you that those are still in development. The graphics are stellar, absolutely stellar. They've been working on this for a couple of years, and they use the original spell names. I'm going to put a link in the description below showing a link to the spell books, and hopefully I'll be able to find the maps of the original game. I don't know how faithful they were to the original. I don't want to show off the maps for Wandroid because I think they were modified a little bit for that game, so they may not be the same as the ones for this game. Let me just dive into the dungeon real quick and show you what it looks like. Now that the music is quieter, I don't have to shout. Okay, now look at this. On the right side of the screen, there is the wireframe screen from the old Apple II game. You can press M to make that in the middle of your screen and make it primarily in front of you, or you can press M again to turn it entirely off. On the far left is a little mini map that shows where you are in the dungeon and the area that you can see. On the bottom left is the keys to control where you are. This is not mouse driven, this is completely keyboard driven, so you're going to have to get used to the keys. Use arrows to step forward. If you remember this dungeon like I do, there's a room right to the left here. Press space to open doors. And to map out the dungeon, you're going to have to cover every cell of every room. And don't walk into doors. Listen to this music. This music is absolutely stellar. Now when monsters show up, if they're uncertain, they'll be ghosted out like this. I forgot to sort my party and make sure they were in the right sequence. And see, it shows little health bars to show how much damage you do to them and how much is left. Ooh, Sarah, whoever that is. Let us finish out this hallway and go back up. Press space to take the stairs. See Milwa and Low Milwa, the light spells, the actual names that they originally used. Okay, let's go to the Adventurers Inn and heal up. You can't heal the entire party. I don't want to go and spend any gold because Z to go back. Alright, let's go to the tavern and reorder. See, you can't inspect your party at the tavern. That's the frustrating thing. You have to go back to the training grounds to inspect your people. Okay, so Sesmar is a fighter, Sarah's a priest, Hawkwind's a fighter, Morden's a thief, Tuck is a bishop, Prospero is a mage. So I think we're going to need to have our 2 fighters and thief in the front. Because I don't want to have a priest in the front row. They get beaten up pretty bad. Did you see I was able to create my favorite character, Vilkanzar? There's not a limit on the character names anymore. So yes, I can have Vilkanzar, my famous fighter. But yeah, I need to resort my party. I need to make it so that Moradin goes up to spot 3 and Sarah moves down to spot 4. Okay, Z to go back. Don't press escape. Okay, tavern, reorder. 1. Oh, I see. Select. And move you like that. Okay. So instead of redoing the entire sequence, you just pick the one you want to move them, and everyone else moves out of the way to accommodate them. Okay. Select. Okay. Confirm position. Go back, and let's go back into the maze because we need to heal this character. And this character has heal spells. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I wanted to tell you shift to go to camp. Select, cast a spell, deals on that character. And deals on Hawkwind. And Z to go back. Okay, so sorry, I'm still having trouble talking while I'm playing. The problem with Unity is that they just released a statement saying they were changing their policies. They're going to start charging developers for installs. And there's a couple of other policies that they've changed that just draconian, charging developers instead of paying them. So a lot of people are revolting, and since the games that I've been playing on this channel have been Unity developed games, I'm going to ask you to stop playing them for a couple of days until we figure out what's going on with Unity. For now, go and download this game. It's on Steam. It's $29.99. Let me have her because she can heal up her spell points. And Z to go back. And we'll go into the dungeon again. So yeah, stop playing the Unity-based games for right now for a couple of days. This is a very exciting development. So I'm going to be playing this game a lot, but my loyalty is with Taka right now. And I do not want to hurt him with being charged for me playing his game. So bear with me. I just started this, so I'm kind of excited right now. I just wanted to show it off to you. I will come up with more intelligence. Look, see, they have health bars that show how much damage they have. Ah, he ran off. And they all ran off. Only killed one of them. Actually, I got no experience because I didn't kill any of them. And he says it's exploding box. Notice you don't get the list of all the different kinds of traps. You only get his suspicion of the one thing. And Sarah got killed. No, Moradin got killed. You know how much it's going to cost to resurrect this guy? He's only level 2 though. Okay, the temple. 500, and we do not have that much. Okay, so we're going to have to create a new wizard. Z. It's hard to... Okay, let's do character creation. We need... No, here is character creation. You have a new character with blank green square. You're choosing the race. They say lineage now because you can't say the word race, I guess. But you're choosing the lineage. For a wizard, we want to go with someone who's got intellect that is higher. So I think the preferred option is going to be elf, but I'm going to go with human because you never know what we're going to do with this character later. We get 12 points. I don't know how to reset the roll there to get a maybe a better roll. Let's turn up his vitality a little bit. And just in case we end up having to fight, I would like to have strength at least a little closer to normal. And let's give the rest of his points to piety. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, make him a mage. Note this graphic on the left there. Alignment. Just a lot of our characters in our pre-built party are green, are good. This game does have the alignment requirement that you cannot put opposing alignment characters in the same party. If you have evil characters, they cannot be in the same party as good characters. You'll have to make, if you make any characters of opposing alignments, you'll have to make entire complete parties for them to spelunk with. Did you see that? I used the word spelunk. Okay, so we need a good wizard face. Oh, I love the hair on this guy. Those are the faces that are in development still. This is a human, so I'm gonna go with the guy with the wild hair. And we will call him Wizard, because that's so trite. Merlin, that's even more trite. Now, fair warning, new characters are created with no gold and no armor, no equipment, no weapons, nothing. So we'll go to the tavern. We will remove Moradin. And we'll press Z to go back. Then we will add Merlin. And press Z to go back. Now the unfortunate thing is that, like I said, in Wizardry, this version of Wizardry, there is no way in the tavern to inspect your characters. You have to go to the training grounds to inspect your roster and say who's who. Good human fighter. Sarah's the priest I want to keep, but I don't want to be in the front row. So what I need to do is I need to bring in Bilkenzar. I think I need to lose the bishop for now. Okay, yes. So yeah, so don't forget, look to the left on the bottom for your keys, for what you can do. In the dungeon, you can play with the map with the wireframe graphics on or off, or in the middle of your screen, if you're that nostalgic. Yes, I need to remove a character. Prospero's the thief. And add Bilkenzar. Yeah, sorry. Bishops are handy to have, very important to have, because you want them to be able to identify items for you instead of having to take them to Boltax to identify, because he charges you as much to identify items as he will pay you to sell them later, so you end up not making any money that way. So it's good to have a bishop to be able to identify items. Again, I'm not sure how that's going to be implemented in this game, but we'll just have to find out when we get to that point. Right now, I'm having trouble getting past leveling up in the first part of the dungeon, because this version of the game is as unforgiving as the original, and I have gotten spoiled by Wandroid by having the game be a little bit easier than the original. So bear with me, but be prepared for a struggle, but it's going to be rewarding and worth it, because the animation and the graphics are so wonderful, and this is the original Proving Grounds. So let's have fun with this.